I'm so excited to talk to you guys today. Let's get right into it. What successful entrepreneurs do daily. Number one, they start the day before. Okay, your day starts the day before. If you have a horrible ending to the night before, you're going to have a horrible start to that next day. So it starts the night before, and what does that mean? It means that you prepare everything that needs to get prepared for the next day. If you're gonna exercise, you prepare the clothes so that it's all laying there perfectly so that you can just get dressed and go and exercise. The other part is that you make sure that you know which meetings you're going to do the next day so that you know you're prepared for those meetings, and you know you have an outline of the events of the day so that you're not surprised when something happens the next day. Everything needs to be lined up, and most importantly is to go to sleep at the exact same time every single night. Every single night, no exception. Don't mess this one up. I've noticed that this is the hardest thing for people, including my clients. It's like, man, going to bed at the same time every single day is so difficult. Bro, why is that difficult for you? You just 1 hour before you're supposed to go to sleep, you just basically say everything can wait until tomorrow. That's one of my favorite quotes from my mom, okay? She said, everything can wait until tomorrow. Another quote of hers is, nothing good happens after midnight. And I totally agree with that one. Me personally, I go to sleep at 9 p.m. these days. I love it, okay? I even go to sleep before the rest of the family goes to sleep. Poor wife. She has to put the kids to bed. But basically, that's what I do, and there's no exception to the rule at this time because I'm developing massive momentum, and I love it. The next day, okay? This is what we do daily. I've just started, and we're still on the day before, okay? The next day, when the alarm wakes up, or when the alarm goes off, or you just simply wake up before the alarm and it's kind of close to the hour when the alarm goes off, you get out of bed immediately and you stay out of bed immediately. I put my phone far away from my bed. It's the ultimate way to do it because if you have other people in the house or in the apartment, it won't work as well if it's just you. But if there's other people there, you need to turn that thing off as soon as possible until someone else kills you, right? And so you put it far away from the bed and you do not get back into your warm, fuzzy bed. Stay away from it. It is now evil and you need to go towards the door and towards downstairs or wherever you need to go. You're done sleeping, okay? Only people that are weak will remain in their bed, in their cozy bed, and scroll on their phone. Get rid of it. You don't do that anymore if you're going to become a successful entrepreneur. You move on with your day. And this is what Alex Hormozi says, and I freaking love it. He says that there is 100% correlation between successful people and those that actually start work immediately after they wake up. That should blow your mind right there. Who of you actually starts immediately to work once you wake up? Me personally, I like to journal a little bit, okay? To just kind of clear my mind, dream a little bit. What am I going to achieve this year? Kind of write out some things. And then I hit straight to work right after that. I don't eat breakfast. I don't do nothing. I have some water there and I just start working. I love that. It's momentum creation right there. The other thing that I would do right after a few hours of work, I'd eat breakfast and then I'd go and exercise and I'd do my basketball, when I don't have a broken finger, and I would return, I'd take a shower, I'd do that, and then back to work. Right? You just keep working, and then you get to lunch. This is what I do. And then right after lunch, guess what? You go back to work and you start working more, and then it's 3:30, and then I do dinner, right? And then guess what? You go back to work. This is how it looks like for people that are actually successful. Now, the real successful people, they might design their days a little bit differently, but in the beginning of your journey, you can't think like those that are super rich. Because those that are super rich, you need to do what they did in order for them to build their business. And what I'm describing to you is what they did. Right now, they might be traveling the world and going to, tropical beaches and hanging out with their wife at the tennis court or whatever in the middle of the day. Whatever, like all that stuff, forget about it at this point in time because you're trying to build momentum. It's sleep, work, eat, and then having a little bit of a tiny social life so that you don't drown and you don't feel like an absolute complete weirdo, right? But that time with social should be like an hour a day maximum, right? Or you schedule 2 or 3 hours for 1 day a week. That's it. Everything else should be work because you're building yourself, setting yourself up for an amazing future. And that's why you got to do this the right way. So, having said that, the work that I was describing, all of that up until 3:30 for me is talking to people. That's it. Now, fortunately, we have the internet, so I don't have to leave my house in order for me to work. I can literally stay upstairs in my office, and I could just work until it's not time to work anymore. After dinner, I actually, start doing some content creation and all that stuff. I'm actually following the rule of 100 right now, except for the paid ads, and I love it, okay? It's momentum creation, and people love talking to me because I love talking to them. And, as a result, we're building some great things. So as you notice here, I'm talking to 100 to 200 people every single day. I'm not there yet though, okay? That's what I'm trying to build up towards, but personal momentum has to start somewhere. So now I'm like 60, I'm gonna build towards 100, and once I'm at 100, I'm gonna build to 200. No one's gonna stop me because momentum is the most powerful thing you can get in your business life. So, having said that, you also need some time for thinking, right? You don't want to be so busy that you don't take the time to make money. I've heard that quote before. I freaking love it. And it's called think and grow rich. It's not talk to a bunch of people and grow rich. You need to think, okay? Action taking is talking to a bunch of people, and then you need to go back and plan out how to better talk to people, how to improve the thing that you're promoting, how to make sure that, each interaction you have with other people is something that's productive. Am I talking to the right people? And am I talking, finding the right lists of people to talk to? Think and grow rich. Not just talk to 200 people every day and grow rich. Think, okay? So that comes down to journaling again. That comes down to affirmations. That comes down to actually getting your mind right and understanding who you're selling to, what you're selling to them, and making sure that they have a fantastic experience if they do buy a product or something from you. Having said that, I would add one more thing, but you'll do that automatically if you do everything else that I just mentioned in this video, is you want to avoid negativity at all costs. Avoid negative people, avoid negative, disbelievers, avoid anything that's negative in your life, because the 200 people that you're going to be talking to, 95 to 98% of them are going to be negative, right? So you don't want to be in a position where you are getting negativity outside of your business as well. All negativity that you're trying to carry in your business should be from talking to people about your business. So when you now have your social time or your girlfriend time or whatever crap is going on in your life, you don't want any negativity going on. So if you have to change some things in your life so that you don't have negativity outside of your business, then do what you need to get done to get that straight. And that's how successful people live their daily lives on their way to massive, absolute, huge momentum in their businesses. Eventually, you can choose whatever you want to do with your schedule. However, you'll find that the happiest you're ever going to be is when you're promoting a product that will change humankind and change the world. And when you are growing past yourself, okay? You don't want to remain you. You want to continuously harden yourself and go through the refiner's fire, and that requires talking to 100 to 200 people a day, okay? Because that's the hard part of life. No one wants to do that. No one wants to talk to 200 people a day unless you've got massive momentum. Then it's fun, but there's still going to be difficulties going in the trenches. That's what makes us tough. That's what, that's the pain. That's, weakness leaving the body. You got to take on that pain, and that's how it's done. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.